Here and meet a few of you.
Hello, Beers.
Hello,
I know Beer.
Veer's dad. Yeah, like you said.
Yeah, Beer's my
My
friend.
name is Ash,
He's my
and that's his Lonnie.
What is her name?
Bogna, my name is Bogna. Hello, everyone.
All right, and we are going to talk to you about our travels to a couple of places.
Lisa.
Has anybody here been to Turkey? So I'll ask questions accordingly. You've been to Turkey? You've been to Turkey. Wow. What's your name?
Mira.
Mira. Yes.
Vivian.
Vivian. Okay.
There's a magnet there you could use to hold that up. Yeah, that.
That one. Okay. Okay. So that's one.
And
Or just set it on the chalk tray,
Okay. Yeah.
and then the magnet can kind of help it.
Okay. There. Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just put it here. We'll start with Turkey, so I'll hold
Here,
it in
here,
my
here.
hand.
that one.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
And here's another one.
Oh, great. That's very well equipped, everything. Okay, and who has, so I see two people have been to Turkey. Who's been to France? Paris, France. Okay. All right, and how about England or UK or Great Britain? A lot of people. What's your name? Leticia. All right, and what's your name? Richie. Oh yeah, sorry. I see you with a helmet, a baseball helmet every day, but I didn't recognize you without one. But I recognize Drew. Was that? All right. Anywhere in Europe besides those three countries? Because I'm going to talk about where have you been to? What country in Europe? Okay, that's okay. Some country in Europe you've been to.
Portugal and Switzerland.
Two countries in Europe. Excellent. You've been to a few. You can say it since I'm asking everybody.
Poland, Spain,
Portugal, yes.
Switzerland and
Turkey.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Um,
Korea. Korea is a country in Asia, so that's also good.
Hawaii.
All right. Can I see that globe? We had a globe that was fully functional, but we broke the base, so it doesn't rest, which is fine because I'm going to hold it in my hand anyway, or we can hold it. So how can you get to Europe? What are possible ways of getting to Europe? Can you walk there or drive there?
No.
You can put your hands down. I'm going to ask you, don't worry. Can you take a train or the bus?
Yes.
Why is that? Okay. Let's ask her because she's our guest. Yeah. There's Warsaw. So how can you go to Europe? Okay, I'll ask you.
You could take a cruise.
That's a cruise. Okay, good idea. Right answer. What's your name? Nicholas. Never mind. I didn't recognize you without a helmet either.
Airplane.
Airplane. Excellent.
Colorado State.
Was it?
Airplane.
Yes. Correct. Okay.
Helicopter.
Yes, you could technically take a helicopter if there were enough stops and it had enough gas. All right. Good. So let me tell you how we went. So this is the globe. This is the Earth we live in. It's not really flat. It's round like this, and we live in California. Why don't I hold it and you point to it, dear? That will be easier for you. All right. We live in California, which is right here, the purple. So if you take a cruise, you can take a cruise from here on the ocean. It's very long. It's difficult, right? You can then either go on the there's a Suez Canal here, or you can go below Africa, and then you can go here. But then you have to take a train from here to Paris. Yes. What's your question?
Or can I come out and show?
Yes.
Or you could take a plane from
Yes.
here all the way to Florida and
Exactly.
take a cruise.
Exactly. Thank you. Take a seat. Exactly right. Or you can fly. And so we flew from here.
Hi.
The shortest distance is to go over the North Pole or over the Arctic and go to either Turkey or France, wherever you're going. Or you can, that's how we went. We flew there. What's your question?
How did you guys get there?
Like I said, we took a plane there. We flew there.
What
What's your question?
airplane did you use?
We used a Boeing 747.
Like what name is it?
The 747.
Is it where he landed?
Jumbo jet. Oh yeah. Okay. So you mean what airlines? Yes. So when we came back, the airlines we took was an airline called Virgin Atlantic, and we was very excited because Why was he excited? Because it has the word Veer in it, his name, Virgin Atlantic. So that's a good question.
I took Virgin Atlantic from California to there, and then from London to Italy.
From London to Italy. Wow. That was this spring break, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I was also in Virgin Atlantic when I went to London.
To London.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was same time with here.
Okay. Oh wow. Oh, nice. Great. Awesome. Okay, so because we went to 3 different places, I want to tell you a little bit about all 3 of them. So we'll go in turn. So, first of all, Turkey. Guess what? Turkey is not only in Europe, it's also in
Asia.
Asia. Great. 2 continents, 1 country. And I think it's only one of 2 countries that straddles 2 continents. Does anyone know another country that is in 2 continents? You.
Russia.
Russia, exactly. Also Europe and Asia. Yes.
I forgot.
Okay, that's fine. If you remember, raise your hand again.
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. All right, we'll give you that. I'll have to look because my geography is not that great. I was only aware of Turkey and Russia, but I'll have to check on Azerbaijan and we'll let them know if it is. Okay? Thank you. Thanks, everyone. So we went to the city of Istanbul, which is the only city in the world to be on 2 continents. Again, Europe and Asia. The only city. No other city is on 2 continents. Okay, so this is the collage or the slide with various photos that we took in Turkey.
Wow.
Do you know, it's on the photos here, do you know what color Turkey's flag is?
Red. Red and
Okay, you raise your hand and say it, but okay, that's right. And what other color? How about you?
white.
White. What's your name?
Soa.
What's that?
Soa.
Soa. Okay. Red and white. What else?
I also know the capital of it.
Okay, tell me the capital then.
Ankara.
Ankara is the capital. You talk about it. Good, good, very nice. That's how you learn, by talking to each other. All right, and that is the flag of Turkey.
I've never been there.
If you want to go someday, you can go maybe when you're grown up or, yeah, if you like to go. Yes, what's your question?
Was it a good place?
Yes, it's a really nice place, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. Both of you, so you first.
How did you take a picture with that flag?
Okay, so to answer your question, we were on a boat. That's why you see water in the background. Like I said, Istanbul straddles 2 continents. It's in Europe as well as Asia. So we wanted to see the Asia part of it. So how do you go there on the boat? Can you start the video? You start it? Okay. All right. So Turkey has a very, yes, go ahead. What's your question?
What's this?
So this is, I also wrote it down, we hiked a lot, we walked a lot in the city. And on the Asia side, it's a little hilly, it has hills, it's not very flat. So there were many neighborhoods with the stairs, and we had to climb those steps to get there. And was it tiring, Veer?
No.
It was not tiring?
No.
Okay.
Not for here. I'm gonna say one thing. Boys and girls, I want you to hold your hands until he's done with the presentation and then ask your questions. Otherwise, he won't have time to get through all of them, okay?
Right. And if there's something that can't wait, then I will make an exception. But yes, I like the idea, Mrs. Wolf's idea, that we wait for the questions to happen. All right. So Turkey has a very interesting relationship with America. And I'll tell you what that is. About 500 years ago, people wanted to trade between India and Europe, Western Europe. So the only way to go there was through Turkey. Turkey is right here. The king of Turkey, also called the Sultan or Pasha, said, no, I do not allow the trade. I will not allow you to trade. So guess what happened? Something very interesting happened. So people from Spain and Portugal wanted to find a way to India. So the people from Portugal went east, and they went under Africa, and they found the route to India. But the people from Spain went west. At that time, nobody knew about the existence of this whole continent. Nobody knew what lay here. Nobody had been there. Nobody from Europe had been here. People lived here, but the people from Europe didn't know that there was a continent called America. So Christopher Columbus came on 3 ships and tried to find a way to India. But if there was only ocean here, he would have landed in India, which is right here. But guess what? He was not so lucky. Or maybe he was too lucky. I don't know which of the two is correct. Or maybe they're both correct in some ways. That there was land in between. So he actually discovered America. It was because of Turkey. The Turkish king not allowing trade between India. So that is why I wanted to take Veer and see the country due to which we found America. And we all live here, right? So that's important for us. Okay, somebody had a question? If it's an important question, then yes, go ahead. If not, then wait till the end like your teacher said.
What is that place?
Sure, which one?
The
This one?
no, below.
This one?
Yeah.
This is a bazaar or a marketplace. So in Istanbul and many cities in Asia and sometimes in Europe, you have covered, it's like a mall, except that you sell spices and food and fragrances. They're very old marketplaces, like hundreds of years old. Good question. All right, and so because we hiked so much, the last thing I want to say is that we wanted to have a lot of good things to eat, sweet things, and there are 3 sweet things that are on this chart here. There's baklava here, which is the traditional Turkish dessert. Everybody knows what that is. Thank you. I also scream for it. We all scream for ice cream. And what's the third thing? Shake. Shake. Tiramisu shake. Thank you. Yes.
What's that thing next to the top of Bazaar Market?
Top of this one? This was like we were hiking on the Asia side, and it was He doesn't remember, but he did become a little tired. So you can see. Do you think he's tired or not?
Yes. I remember.
Okay, so I'm done with Turkey. I'll ask Veer a question, and then I'll open it up for Turkey questions only to all of you. My question for Veer is, what was your favorite part of Turkey?
Going.
Walking on the steps?
No, going to the bazaar.
Going to the bazaar and market. Thank you. What are you doing? What are you doing there? Okay. Okay, just leave that there. All right, any questions about Turkey?
Like, what's the thing behind the one like
This one is the king's. Turkey had a king till
this
100 years ago. This one, oh sorry, you're here. Thank you. This is the Blue Mosque. Right? You want me to cite everybody again? This is the Blue Mosque, and this is the Hagia Sophia. You know, this is one of the oldest buildings in Istanbul. 1 second. And the Hagia Sophia is how old? 1500 years old. I wrote that down. Now your question, Meera.
Did Veer have to wear a seatbelt? Because I didn't have to wear a seatbelt in Turkey.
He did not have to wear a seatbelt, yeah.
But I wanted to.
But we did.
Oh, seat belt. Sorry, no, I'm talking about a car seat. No. He always wore a seat belt. Yeah, sorry. I was talking about a car seat, a booster. He doesn't use a booster, but he always wore a seat belt. You're right. He didn't need to because of the local laws. And you're right. Every country has different laws, but we still, for safety reasons, wanted to always put a seat belt. Right, Veer?
And also, there's barely any traffic lights there. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that. Okay, so that was Turkey. So, the next city we visited was, all right, what's your question about Turkey?
Are there king in Turkey right now?
Very good question. Let's talk about kings, about all 3. So it'll be a good segue to start about France. Turkey had kings till 100 years ago. All right, there was a very big war, which is called World War I.
Yeah.
At the end of that war, there was no king. Turkey had no king. So around 1918, 1919 is when there was no king. So 105 years ago, just over 100 years ago. But to come to you about kings, France had a king till 230 years ago, roughly, or 235 years ago. And 235 years ago, in 1789, there was what is called the French Revolution, where people said, we don't want a king. We want to give votes and elect our leader. So that's when France stopped having a king. And in the case of England, there is still a king today. Does anyone know the King of England's name? Somebody who hasn't responded? Otherwise, you, Richie.
I was about to say I'm the king of like in the olden days.
Okay, don't worry about it. Tell me his name then, the olden days king.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. What's, yeah.
King Charles.
Yes, that's right. What did you want to say?
What is that silver picture? Oh no, yeah,
This one?
no.
Silver picture. This one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's talk about it. All right, so the next city we visited is Paris. Does anyone know what Paris is famous for? Or does anyone know anything about Paris? Any famous building or something famous? Somebody who hasn't responded. Okay, you. Everybody responded, most of you have. It's all, you can look at the pictures and tell me.
It's the Eiffel Tower.
Okay, that's one. Eiffel Tower, excellent.
The Mona Lisa.
Yes, the Mona Lisa is a very famous painting, which is
Too
there.
expensive to buy.
Okay, you.
That's true. I forgot.
It's okay. You, Queen Elizabeth. She used to live in London. She was King Charles's mother, and she passed away last year or the year before that. Yes.
A Starry Night.
A Starry Night, yeah, I guess Paris can be famous for Starry Nights too. Yeah, yeah.
Did you climb the Eiffel Tower?
Yes, let's talk about that. Okay. So thank you. So Paris is famous for the Eiffel Tower. It's a very famous building. It's also famous for the Louvre, which is one of the most famous museums in the world. Thank you, V, for pointing that out. Okay, we visited both of them. We went to the top of the Eiffel Tower like you asked. Somebody asked. You asked, Drew? Or you asked?
No.
Okay, all right. So the Eiffel Tower is very tall. Does anyone know how tall it is? Let's ask someone else, and then I'll ask you if nobody gets the answer.
As long as the Disney was cruise, a brand new cruise of the Disney.
Okay, all right, but I don't know. I can't confirm that.
50,000 feet.
Okay, anyone else? All right, V, do you know how tall it is?
It's 986 feet tall.
Yes, that's what I have in my notes because I didn't know. I had to Google it and see. Okay, that is correct. It is 986 feet tall, which is roughly the height of a building which has 100 stories.
Ooh, it's the most tallest.
Yeah, 100 stories. We climbed that. You need to go on 2 elevators. Yes, the base of the Eiffel Tower is huge. It's wide at the base. So 3 of the 4 towers have elevators. So you take one of those 3 to get to the second floor. After second floor, there's only 1 elevator. So that's why you need 2 elevators. On the way back, we actually took the stairs. You can also take the stairs if you want. You can climb up or you can climb down. We were too tired from all that walking, so we didn't climb up the stairs. But we climbed down. We climbed down twice actually, because we went up twice. All right, questions. You go first.
How do you find the Eiffel Tower?
You can take either an elevator or you can climb steps. What's your question?
What is, can I go?
Can you what?
Does the Eiffel Tower, what is this?
So there's a TV antenna. It relays.
No, would it, down in TV?
Oh, it's made of a lot of iron, a lot of steel, and a lot of rivets. Rivets are things that actually hold 2 pieces of metal together. Like thousands of them. Maybe millions, but I'm not sure if it's millions, but definitely several thousands. Okay, you.
Is it dangerous to walk up the steps?
No, it is not because it's well enclosed, so you can't just fall all the way to the bottom. But it's dangerous because you have to watch your step, just like it's dangerous to walk on any stairs. If you fall, you can hurt yourself, but not more than that. Yes, through.
I have two questions.
Yes,
Are
first.
are you allowed to be on like the really top of the tower?
Yes, we went to the top of the tower, and the photo. Well,
Uh,
there's a floor there, and you can be there. Above that is the TV antenna, so you won't go there because it's just out there. There's nowhere to stand there.
And my second question
Mhm.
is I visited one of the largest museums in Italy.
Oh, in Italy, okay, yeah, yes, at the Vatican.
Yeah, Vatican.
Yes, there you go. That's very nice. Well, how are we doing on time? I just want to make sure that we get done by 2:30 or 2:35.
We leave at 20.
Oh, it's 2:20 there.
40, we leave
Okay.
at 40.
Okay, all right. So you're yes. Go ahead.
What is beer home?
Okay, so Veer, you want to explain what you're holding because he asked a question that you know the answer to. Leave that there for now if you like, or you can hold it, whatever you like. Yes.
What?
He's asking, what is this?
I'm holding a coin and I got it on the Eiffel Tower. I got it on the Eiffel. Wait, how much how much cents does it it's €2.
A euro is a little more expensive than $1, and it changes every day. But when we went there, it was $1.07. That's 1 euro. The value of
I have
1 euro.
one of those.
Yeah, you have one of those. That's excellent. Okay,
My
you
mom
first.
did. What is he holding again?
He's holding a coin that he got from the top of the Eiffel Tower. It had some
Second
picture.
floor.
Second floor of the Eiffel Tower. Thank you.
I thought the stairs were like open if you
They're
trip,
open. Oh,
you
no.
fall and you can fall down all the way to the ground.
That would be really bad. Then nobody would climb that because they'd be too afraid. Go ahead.
When was the Mona Lisa painted?
I don't know the answer to that, but I'd like to say it's Rembrandt, right? No, sorry, Da Vinci. Sorry.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci, sorry. I'd like to say roughly, was that 1500 something? So 600 years ago, I think. But we can check. All right, you're next.
What type of coin was it?
Was it a gold coin, like golden coin?
I'm not sure.
We can see it here. It was golden in color, but not a real gold coin. But
It was not a real coin,
had-
but had the Eiffel Tower made.
it had a picture of Eiffel Tower. Thank you. All right.
Is there coins on top of the Eiffel Tower or they just randomly?
They were selling it in a shop,
Yeah.
so we wanted to get it because it was really like a souvenir, like you could buy a magnet for your fridge or something like that.
Oh.
All right. So what else did we see in Paris? What else do you? Oh, this one. Yeah. All right. So we talked about what we saw in Turkey, right? The three things that we really loved: the shake, the ice cream, and the baklava. Baklava is a Turkish thing. What Paris is famous for, besides other things we discussed earlier, is bakeries that make very yummy looking and tasting
Like churros.
pastries, like churros, exactly. Yeah, pastries and cakes. And there were many such bakeries at every intersection. So, and they were all great bakeries. What's your question? You have a question? Oh, you want to say something?
I forgot.
Yes.
What kind of cake is it?
There are different kinds. Like this one is a chocolate truffle. This is a strawberry cake or pastry. This is an eclair. All kinds of. This
That
is-
one looks like an apple pie.
Yeah,
This
maybe
one.
there was an apple pie too. This was I forgot the name, but yes, there were all kinds, and we tried a lot of different things. What's your question?
Did Beer eat any of the sweets?
I don't know. Did you?
I think I did. I don't know.
Oh, I think you did too.
He did.
Yes, he did. He might not remember the flavors though. Yes. What's your question?
Is this cream burger?
Oh, the cream brulee. Yeah, you're right. There was cream brulee too, but this one is. In Portugal also we used to get it, right?
Like an egg custard.
Egg custard, thank you. Egg custard, yeah, that's an egg custard. But there were cream brulees too, and I don't know if it's in the picture here. Maybe not here. But yes, there were cream brulees. All right, what's your question, Ayush?
France is also famous for its chocolate and cheese.
Yes, Switzerland is more famous for its chocolate and cheese, but France also has fresh cheese, and they make good chocolate. Yes. All right. What else? There's a view from the top of the Eiffel Tower. Just like I showed you where the king of Turkey used to live. This is Topkapi Palace where he lived, right? The king of France used to live in a palace in a little area called Versailles. It's called the Versailles Palace. And it looks very beautiful. It's very ornate. You can see that we took a photo in one of the rooms. It has a lot of glass, a lot of ornament. It's very ornate. Yes. Oh, you first.
Is that where he lived? Is it turned into a museum?
Yes. Now it's a museum. Good question.
I think I've seen one of those.
Yeah, that's Versailles.
Yeah, I saw one of those paintings in the museum in this one.
You're right. You quite possibly did, or maybe it was even one of the painters that came and made it for the King of France.
The king right now of Paris.
Mhm. There is no King of Paris right now.
If there was a king there, do you think they would live in there still?
Yes, if there were a king, but 235 years ago, there was a revolution, which means people said, we don't want a king, we want to vote for our leader. So they actually got rid of the king. Alright, okay, so that's the second one. Now we come to the last city that we're going to talk about today, which is London. Excellent. Do you want to say what was your favorite part of London?
My favorite part of London was going to see the Big Ben. I mean,
Yes.
London.
London Eye first, okay.
Well, were you up there?
This is the view from the London Eye.
Well, have you been up there?
Yes.
Um,
No, we didn't go on top of it. We just took a photo from the boat. Is what? Sorry.
Is that the picture of British Museum?
Yes. Let's talk about that before I go back to my narrative. This is a photo of a
Mommy.
mummy, thank you, which is from what country?
Egypt.
Yes. Which we found in the British Museum. And so it's maybe 3,500 years old, 3,500 years old. Okay, let's go with questions. You first. Mira.
Is his name King
Tutankhamun no, this is not that mummy. That one is very gold, it's very beautiful, and this is beautiful too, but it's a different person.
The mummy's inside.
Yes, the mummy's
That's
inside.
just a coffin.
Actually, you're right. Thank you. This is a coffin around the mummy. So I stand corrected, all of us. Thank you. That's very sharp. This is not the mummy by itself. The mummy's inside the sarcophagus, and this is the sarcophagus, the thing that holds all the coffin. Okay, all of you, quickly, yes.
What's Vera doing in that chair?
Read what you. Okay, that's part of my narrative. I'm going to talk about
Guys,
that next.
hands down, let him do his story, and then you can ask questions.
Okay, let me ask you one more question, which is similar to what I asked earlier about how you can go from the US or California to Europe. All right, so let me ask another question. This is the UK. It's an island. I don't want to bring it to each of you, but trust me when I say it's an island. There's a little bit of water between England or the United Kingdom and France. So the same question, how can you go from France to England? Because we just did that trip. You know the answer, so let me ask everybody else, quickly.
A boat.
You can go on a boat.
A sail ship.
Yes, a sail ship.
TGN.
What's a TGM? I don't even know that, sorry.
I forgot the name, but like a fast train.
Yes, you can take a fast train. That is a great answer, and I'll explain to you how. Yes.
Me?
Yes,
Train?
train.
Oh yeah.
And I'll explain to everybody else why train.
An airplane? Like
Yes, airplane, boat, airplane, and train. Now the question is, we can't take a train from California to Europe because there's water. And I explained to you that there's water between the UK, the United Kingdom, and France. Yet you can take the train. And we took the train, and that's the answer to one of the questions that was asked a second ago. Whereas we are here, we'll be sitting on the train from Paris to London. One second, let me explain, then I'll ask you, I'll open it to questions. So just keep those hands on for just 2 minutes, okay? So we went on a train, and he was drawing something. He was in a scholarly mood, in an artistic mood. So that's the photo. Now, in that train, there was a TV screen, and we were also learning. We were like all surprised. How is there a train to London? This water. We were very afraid. I was afraid. Were you afraid? No, she wasn't afraid. She's braver than I am. Yes.
How we did it, there was actually glass so we could ride underwater. That's cool.
That's what these photos say. So, what these photos are showing is, this is France, and that's England. This is water. The blue thing is all water, right? Can everybody see? Yeah. And there's a tunnel under the water, right? And these two pictures are explaining that the tunnel, the length of the tunnel is 50 kilometers, which is the same as about 30 miles, just over 30 miles, right? The tunnel is 30 miles long. It goes under the water. And it is 100 meters below sea level, or 330 feet, roughly. 100 meters is 330 feet, roughly, okay? But the difference is that between California and Europe, there is too much water. It's very difficult or impossible to build a tunnel under the ocean. Like the shortest distance between North America and Europe is like this, right? Is maybe 1,000 to 2,000 miles, maybe. Like long distance, you can't do that. But in the case of England or UK and France, it's just 26 miles, around that much. So you can, and it's not very deep. So that's the difference. Okay, that's why you can take a train even though there's water, right? Okay, we don't have all that much time, so let's
How long was
quickly
it?
ask the
How
question.
long was the trip?
The total train ride was,
2 hours and 34 minutes.
thank you, 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 34 minutes. But the tunnel itself was like 30 minutes. Yes. Yes, point.
Only adults?
Point.
It's this, I saw this picture
Yes.
and they had a real gun.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So I showed you. We discussed where the king of Turkey used to live, the king of France used to live, but England has a king even today. The king and queen of England live in. They have 2 or 3 different places, but what's the main place where they live? And I'll tell you what it is if nobody knows. Where do they live?
Buckingham Palace.
Thank you. What were you going to say?
Same.
Same. Okay.
Same.
Buckingham Palace, and this is in front of Buckingham Palace. This is a guard who has the duty of guarding the king and queen. And so he has a real gun. They wear, if you go in the summer, they wear a red jacket. We were there in spring break, it was cold, so they still had their winter clothes on, which is great. Yes.
How do you take the picture with him guarding with the gun?
Oh, with a long zoom. I have a camera that can really zoom in, but I'm very far away. It's not, I'm not standing next to him. Good question. Yes.
So when I went there, there were only one guard that was wearing a red thing.
Yes, in this, you must have gone in the summer or sometime. Yeah.
Is he alive?
The king is alive and the guard is also alive. Yeah. I hope he is.
Wait,
The king I know because we haven't heard the news. The king is very important. If he's not alive, then everybody will know. I don't know about this guard, but I hope he's alive. I expect him to be. Yes.
on the train.
On the train, yeah?
Was Veer sitting next to each other, or was he sitting by himself?
Oh no, we were sitting as a family.
I was sitting with my sister.
Right. Okay, you.
How old is King Charles now?
He's in his 70s.
Yeah, in the 70s. Thank you. Alrighty, so I guess that's all I want to talk about. This is the Big Ben, which is also in this photo here. It's a very tall building. How tall is the Big Ben actually?
I don't know.
It's I can tell you how tall it is. It is 300. Anyone knows? Okay, 316 feet, which is 1/3. That means you can stack 3 Big Bens one on top of the other, and you would still not be as tall as the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, because it's 3 plus 3 equals 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. And then
Yes.
if you had 16 plus 16 plus 16, it wouldn't equal 86.
Thank you. Yes, that's right.
and
So
it's
it's more than 3 times as tall. Thank you, Veer. Yes.
And did the big band ring when you were there? I think I heard it.
I don't recall because I was taking photos, but he recalls, so it must have rung. It rings every hour though. It's supposed to, so I'm guessing I was just not paying attention. I should pay attention. Everybody should pay attention when your teacher is talking about a subject, like teaching you, or when somebody is presenting about it. Good. Thank you for paying attention. Yes.
I saw this here, and then I also heard it, so I remember.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. So I'm done with all three, and we only have 5 minutes. And if your teacher agrees, then I will open it for the remainder of the questions, and you can ask about anything that you want. And if Veer can answer, then I will. So ask your question to Veer and me together. Listen, Veer. Yes, you first.
Where was he? Where were you guys right here?
Oh, thank you for asking.
We were in Trafalgar.
It's a place, it's a square in London where that was erected to celebrate a victory in a battle, some battle, which I'm not sure. The Battle of Trafalgar, so they call it Trafalgar Square.
And it's up here.
And it was a lot of fun for the kids because they just climbed up. They were probably not supposed to, but nobody stopped them. So
And everybody else was up there.
yes, I know. That's why I couldn't stop them. Okay, you. Then you. Then you.
Did you think that the garden, the Buckingham Palace,
Buckingham.
was a kid? Because it's like smaller than the
No, it's a pretty big palace. The king and the queen lived there.
like the garden.
Sorry, what?
I think the god is a little kid.
No, he was a fully grown man. He was not very tall, but he was about 5 feet tall, 5 feet and 6 inches maybe. Oh, Veer wants to talk with me. Why don't you tell them what you got?
I got a new stuffed animal and I called him Jerry.
Okay, you didn't ask a question, so you go ahead. What's your name?
Lana.
Jana. Okay, all right.
How was there air in the underwater?
Oh, do you have air under the water because they make a tunnel? So you can see there's water here. Move to the side and point it. Right. There's water here, and so the tunnel, the white part has air in it. So we were going in the white part in the tunnel. So the tunnel has 2 ends. One end is in England or UK. One end is in France. And so that's where the air comes in, and they push it with air conditioning and fans.
It was dark for over 2 hours.
Good question. Do you want to get the things, piece of paper? So we sent. Sorry, I'm just going to. I'll take questions, but before it's too late, we sent an email to a lot of people. We are celebrating Veer's birthday, and so we just want to make sure nobody gets, nobody doesn't get the
Why don't we
anybody.
do it by rows? Okay, first row, stand up and take a paper if you didn't get an email,
There you go.
or if you're not sure.
Or if you're not sure, just show it to your parents.
Yeah.
It's both in English and Spanish.
And then you guys go to your desk and get your backpacks and line up.
I don't read when my mom's at
Okay, great.
Great.
What's your name?
Then you can go get in line. Okay, row 2, stand up, and if you need one, get one. And then run straight, go ahead and line up.
Yes, we're not sure when you'll get it. Because we have enough.
Okay, row 3, go ahead and stand up. And row 4, stand up.
It's for Veer's birthday. What's your name?
Excuse me.
This is Toby.
Toby, okay, yes. Give it to your parents, okay?
No, my mom.
Oh, you already got it. Yes, you already responded. I know.
Oh yeah, I'm going to Leo's
Yes.
birthday. Yeah, I just said it.
Oh, I don't think so. But if somebody tried to hurt the king, then yes. You already got it. You already got it. You are coming. Yes.
Where are you going?
Yes. Yes. Get it to me.
My mom
Just tell your mom or dad. You just let me know how many.
what is the invitation like? What is it like? I don't know.
Go ahead and line up, guys, if you want to leave on time.
Mrs. Wolf, thank you so much. Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you
Did,
so much.
did you want us to leave these for a couple of days, or should we take them?
You might get damaged here because we moved stuff around a lot, but thank you.
Thank you. Yep.
All right, does everyone have